it looks like rain's coming, but I'm gonna give it an effort. Find you people some artifacts. Go to a place where I found stuff before, but it's slim pickings this time of year, especially rowing around. I'll be getting that kayak soon. I just made the deposit on it today and they're working on it, so it's a custom order. I will get videos on. I'll be able to go up creeks and look for bottle dumps. It'll be a lot better, but I'll get back on my first find here. We'll do a video on the kayak when I get it. I know a lot of you have asked about it, but I'll have a motor now, so, and I'll be able to go anywhere on water. It'll run in like 4 inches of water, so I'll be able to go everywhere. Later. This rain we got really pushed the water up. There should be beach clear out to here, but man, I just got a heartbreaker. Oh man, this stinks. See if you see it. There's little flakes. Look at these little flakes. There's potential here. Here's one. Do you see the point? Oh, this would have been a month maker. Oh. From what I've found here, I'd say this is pentagonal related. Nope, it's not ground. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. That would have been a nice point. Looks like it would have been about that long. Well, I'll get back at it here. Same screen as that broken point. I got this. That's some kind of little really cool tool. It's like an end scraper. Looks like about the same material that point's made out of, and I got it right together. Right below this cut bank, you can see the bank. That's a pretty nice little tool. It'll look nice in a cool tool frame anyway. So I'm finding some stuff. I found them last 2 pieces. It's way underwater and I had a hard time. I got it sifted down all the places I could. Right in here is where I found that Flint Ridge T-drill, like, I don't know, a month ago, that was real nice. And several triangles and some broken points and stuff. I'm gonna do a little here and then I'm gonna get out of here. It's gonna start thunderstorming probably within the hour, so I'm gonna go hard to it and see if I can't get anything else today. Later. I'm getting the broken ones today. You know, I've only been out here 45 minutes. That first point would have been, let me get in my pocket here. Look at this, there's that. It would have been beautiful. Now look down here in the screen. First screen. Another broken one. Oh, and that's probably a Flint Ridge pentagonal. Daggone it, it's overcast, but that's Flint Ridge. Oh, that stinks. Would have had 2 daymakers here, but old break, that would have been a nice point. Tell by the notching, that's a pentagonal in the base. Oh, my hand's cramping up. But man, that stinks. But I'll get back. I'll try to get something whole. Get out of here. It's starting to rain. It's like 90 degrees, high humidity. It would have been just an amazing day if both of these pentagonal points would have been whole. But they're both broke. And I'm happy with that little tool. You know, I hardly ever blank when I come out if I sift. But sometimes I find broken ones. So you can't count this as a real good day, but it's still pretty interesting to find stuff like this and be able to feel pretty blessed to even find this on a day like today. But thanks for watching. The clips after this will be like my hunt tomorrow and stuff. I'm whipped and my dad's not feeling well. I'm gonna go visit with him. Hope you're doing all right. I pulled my kayak up right here. This is the first beach I got out on. The water's been, you can see where it's been, how it's smooth up to about right here. It's dropped this much overnight and I got a point within. This is what I did. 1 step, 2 step, like 3, 4, and there's like a big sandy laying right here. Look at this. All right. All right. That's a big sandy, real nice ground base, lightly serrated. Looks like Onondaga. Right. Got one within seconds. Look at that. Real nicely serrated. Not the best big sandy I found. I found way better ones on my channel, but that is nice. Real ground. This is an Amos site, and these types of points are coming right out with the Amos points. I don't, you know, dig into the bank much. See, right here's another. I'm usually looking at another flake, and I don't usually look. I usually just look the displaced material down here on the shore, but I've dug in the bank before in the 80s and 90s, and I found these big sandies right with the Amos points, right with them, right in situ, right around fire pits. So that's an old point. Man, I like it. Nice one. All right, folks, I'm on the board already within seconds of getting here. I'm gonna look around. Later. This right here, this is like a pocket of river weeds, like over here, like what a bass fisherman would cast a crankbait into, or some kind of a topwater bait, and try to catch some bass. You see it here. When the water drops more, all of this stuff's gonna catch the rock and hold it. And right here is a real good example of it. You want to look this stuff meticulously. And even if you have a little hand rake, you want to rake through this stuff and look at all of it, because look here. Look at all this stuff caught up in here. Now look off to the side of it. You don't see much. You see little remnants of it here that's come out of this high bank and come down. But look here. Right there's a flake. That could have very well been an arrowhead. Right there's another flake. Two flakes right in it, right here laying. There could be an arrowhead just barely submerged in here. I have a little hand rake in there in the thing. I'll look through this. I'm not going to do it on video. It'll take, you know, me 20 minutes to rake through all this, but look through this, and then when the waves and stuff hit it, you can come back and look it again and have a chance of finding something just laying out. Later. Hope that helps some of you. Look here. Here's more of it. Look at all the stuff hung up in here. Behind this rock, this would be a perfect place. There's probably something laying right here within inches of me. Later. I got something else here, but it looks like the base is off of it. Oh man, oh, this is sick. Oh no. Oh, look at that. It's still pretty cool. Base snake, it's an Amos. Oh, it's just not as serrated as the other ones. Oh, that's just sickening that that's broke. And them two broken points yesterday, but I got a big sandy. They can't all be whole. That's that translucent green chert. Oh, sick. Well, there's another find. Later. I'm picking up little flakes and stuff. Right there's a piece of Crooksville, just classic Crooksville from Crooksville, Ohio. It's also called Brush Creek. It's got the little orange spots on it. But there's a bass tournament today, and I mean, there's just bass baits going by. You can see the water's cloudy. There's none going by right now, but hundreds went by, and it just makes sifting and everything just not good. Right there's a flake, a chunk of stuff. I'm just gonna get out of here, maybe get a metal detector or something. It's just one of the days where it's just gonna be a nuisance to be out here. But I'll get back at you. I will show some more big sandy points so you can learn how to identify them, more classic examples and bigger ones. And look at all this rock going out in the water. Well, anyway, it's all out in there. Later. You would like seeing this. Look at all this fresh beaver. This is real fresh. There's pieces of it everywhere. Look at this. You can even see where he's drugged stuff down. Look at him chewing on this. Look at all these fresh shavings. That's an old beaver. They're everywhere here. They've really made a comeback on the river. Well, anyway, I wanted to show you that later. See how the grass is coming clear down to the shore and how everything's getting grown up. I used to be able to look all of that where green's at. Your hunting area in the summer is more than cut in half. pretty much the winter and the fall and after the frosts is the best time to look. Look at all these water maple roots and stuff in there. That's really pretty, all these roots, how the water comes up and washes the dirt away from them. Well, anyway, this is it. I'm going home. I'll show you some big sandies. Wanted to show you all this. It's just a mess. I used to be able to even look up on top there. I found points up above that lip later. Well, I had to show you this again. Look at the translucency on that point, and it's like, I don't know, a leaf green type chert. I only find it on about a 5-mile stretch of river. Look how finely this is made, and it's an Amos. It's right off the middle of an Amos site. All of them don't have to be serrated. You've seen me find the straight edge ones before. That is just disgusting that base is broke. That would have been a year maker. That material is as nice as, say, like Flint Ridge, like Novaculite, any kind of agate. You don't see many green colored translucent points. I would have liked to have that, but it's still cool to find it. I'm not gonna lie. Just in seeing, adding to the story. But I'll get back next with the big sandy points. I'll get a few more of them out and we'll look at them later. Alright, here's the big sandy from today. It's going right in this frame because this stuff's associated. Coming out right with these Amos points, and you can see how many of them are in here. Here's another one from an Amos site. Here's a real classic one. Here's a real classic one. I have a big black one too. I got restored. I gotta find that stuff. I was looking for it. I will show it to you next if I can find them. Right here's a real nice big sandy, real heavily polished base. Right here's one. And some of them go into points that almost look like Hardaways. Look at that mustache base. Real ground, has a slight bevel to it. Let's see. I know there's more in here. Here's a classic one. Big sandy. Real beautiful point. Here's one made of Crooksville chert. You can just see the orange spots all over it. Just polished like butter on the base, more so than any point you've ever seen. Here's a real classic one. All just associated with these Amoses, these serrated Amos points. I find them on every site. That I found this one on video, laying out in the winter when it was real cold. Here's a pretty recent one. This is one of the first nice ones of this year, 2020. Found it laying out. It's in a video. Here's a big sandy drill, just real polished base. Here's a real translucent one. Here's one made of Coshocton, Upper Mercer chert. You can see what we're dealing with here, and right in the center is what I'm looking for all year. Caches of artifacts. Haven't even sniffed one this year, and I look almost every day. It's like finding multiple Clovis points in a day, finding something like this, and it's undoubtedly a cache. You can line up the flint, the veins in the flint. It was all napped right off one block of highly unique material. Look at it, with a hafted shaft scraper, which is just as rare as can be. Not as rare as what people say they are, because you see how many of them I have in some of those other frames, but they're still pretty scarce. It's been a while since I found one. Right here's another awesome big sandy. Here's an Amos point. This is an Amos cache. Right here's the point, out of the same stuff with like a weird awl tip on it. Some kind of tool kit with all these blades. Look at that. It's beautiful. I don't think there's a cache known that has the science that has a hafted shaft scraper in it. I just don't think there is. I've never seen another one. Here's a real nice Amos I found on video. It's got that really nice squared off notch with the rounded one. just some beautiful stuff. And I appreciate you watching. Hope you're all doing good. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I was going to go to the dump, but I went up and checked it out, and it's all grown up, and I walked down into it before I come here, and there's just mosquitoes everywhere, and I really break out from mosquito bites. It's like getting poison ivy for me. Here's another real nice Crooksville chert, big sandy. Beautiful points, beautiful points. Well, anyway, folks, I just wanted to show you this stuff and show you the other big sandy types like the one I found today. Alright, this is what I was looking for here. I was going to put these points, some of these points in that frame with that Amos stuff. See how similar this point is to the one that I just found today. This is from 10 yards away on the same beach. And I look at this, the size of it is more of an addle dart. It's just my opinion, I guess. But here's more big sandies right from an Amos Point site. This is a different Amos Point site. 10 miles away, I found this one right in with, I don't know, about a half dozen to 6 to 8 Amos Points, and then I got a couple of these big sandies. Here's another big sandy I found on video. You can see how it's lightly serrated just like that other one. This is more of the broad base. It's made of Crooksville chert. I found this one about 15 yards away from the one today. Here's one about that much of the tips restored, and the guy that I send points to get restored, I haven't for a long time because I'm just so busy. This is a broad base variety too, heavily polished. This is from directly across the river from the one I found today, almost a direct line across the river. I found this laying out, but a guy named Keith Etchinson, his website's called Etched in Stone. If you type in Keith Etchison, it's Etchison, I think's how you spell his last name, and Arrowheads into like Bing or Google, you can find his website. He also sells some restored points on there that are very nice when he has them. He also did this point. It's a Garth Slaw. I found it on the same site as this stuff today, but I don't know, 300 yards north. It's just one huge site where there's a bunch of different cultural periods coming out, but that's a beautiful point. Only about that much of the tips restored. It was broken in kind of a V pattern, but you can see how nice of a job he did. It's heavily patinated flint ridge, and I don't find many points of this style or this type, so that's why I got it restored. It's early Archaic period. Here's a few, I'll just show you a few other things while I got this out. This is a Jack's Reef pentagonal. It's late woodland into early Mississippian period. I found this in West Virginia on video. It's a beautiful point. I just found a notched one recently like that. But you can see there's just a variety of stuff in here. There's an Amos with a barbed dang. There's another Amos. There's a table rock made out of Coshocton. That's a fish spear. There's a pentagonal. And of course that's a pentagonal. Base is dang, but it's Crooksville. There's another big sandy. Here's pentagonals. You know, come right off these sites. You see how nice that one is. There's another pentagonal dart. Here's a pentagonal. That's a nice one. It's made out of black canola. Here's Little Riverton Point. That's real translucent. It's Flint Ridge. Almost all of them are Flint Ridge. But I just wanted to show you these big sandies since I found one today. You can kind of get the idea of what these points look like, seeing the variety of them. And some of them are smaller. You know, I'd say this one might have been used as a knife. It's sharpened down. I would say that point would have been at least that long before it was worked down. But I would say this one was thrown off an addle setup, like I said before. Nice bifurcate. But anyway, folks, later. Alright, we're going to do the giveaway winner for these silver coins. There's some really cool stuff here. This half-ounce Indian, a Franklin half, a Walking Liberty. It's a nice starter coin collection. Standing Liberty quarter, so all of them are 90% silver coins. And then we're going to do another giveaway, which will have an Arrowhead in it. But we're going to get the YouTube comments here off the video. 258, and I filter duplicate users, so everyone gets one entry. We're going to hit this twice. Alright, here's the winner. Good luck. Wade Hendricks. Another great video and giveaway. Great finds in this one. Take care and stay safe. You stay safe too, Wade. And everybody remember, today's June 6th. If you know a World War II veteran, maybe go get him a pie or something. Take it to him and visit him. You know, those people that landed on D-Day or fought in World War II are true heroes, every one of them. And there's still a bunch of them alive. If you know any, go visit them today. But anyway, the next giveaway is going to be for this stuff. I just bought a silver coin collection to do this. We're getting another Franklin $50 from 1961, 2 Merc dimes, another Walking Liberty $50. This one's really worn. It's only like I'd say an $8 coin, but it's still 90% silver. And I really like these. This is a 92 Kennedy $50, but it is silver. It's 92S silver 50-cent piece, PF69 Ultra Cameo. It's a beautiful coin, and it's 90% silver. And we're also giving away this Arrowhead, and this is from Michigan. And another YouTuber sent me this. That has a channel. His channel is Chip Corner Notch, and I will put a link to one of his videos in the description. I've saved this point a while till I got enough subscribers that it would do him some good, me doing this. He found some nice points. He has a pretty nice channel, and I'm sure he was nice enough to send me that point, and it's a dandy. I wouldn't really want to give it away if I found it. I wouldn't. It's a really nice made arcade corner notch. It's nice. Anybody would be happy to find that point. I would. I'd be going nuts if I found that. I'll put a link to one of his videos down in the description. I'm sure, like I said, he'd really appreciate it if you went over there and checked out his channel and maybe considered giving him a subscription. And hopefully it'll motivate him to get out this summer and put on some more good content. I haven't had time to watch many videos. I don't know what he's doing, but I hope you're doing all right, Chip. Make sure you go check him out, and we'll do these in a couple days. You know, a couple videos from now, we'll pick a winner for this one. And maybe I might take a week off or so from giveaways, a couple weeks, I don't know. Might do another one. You'll just have to stay tuned. I got a bunch of silver coins. I bought the collection for gold coins. I got lots of silver to give away. But thanks for watching, folks. Later. You probably can't see that. Listen. Little squirrel hand hearing. This is what I have to deal with at 5:30 in the morning. Squirrel man, are you in there, buddy? Hear it? Squirrel man. Well, I'll go in and show you. I'm going in there later. What would a video be without the squirrel daddy? Someplace inserted into the video. What a nice boy. We're going to take him to New York and release him in the streets and let him get the riots under control. Tell him, squirrel man, you'd have him under control in seconds. You'd have him under control in seconds, wouldn't you, squirrel man? What a good boy. Look at this handsome boy. Who's this good boy? Are you wrestling and wanting to play? Are you wrestling? What a good looking boy. You biting me? Huh? It's hot in here, isn't it? We're gonna have to turn on the air conditioner a little more, aren't we? Get you cooled off, big man. He goes over and lays on the heater vent. Tell him, or the air vent. Tell him, squirrel man. You gonna do it? There he goes. Alright, folks, this will be it. I'm gonna go relax. It's like 100 degrees outside, it feels like. What's this? You gonna get you some kiwi? I knew it. Look at him. He likes them kiwis, don't he? Alright, folks, later.